pregame show.
The conference finals continue on 2K Sports, and we're glad you're with us. Ernie Johnson with the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Sacramento Kings here in their house, Golden One Center. Looking at the Kings, with a loss in Game 1, they surrendered home court advantage in the series. Tonight, a crucial game for them as they seek to remain in contention. And after coming up short in Game 1, home court advantage right out the window. Oh, is the window here? It's out this window. We look at this game tonight. Is this game do or die for them, big fella?
Losing the first two at home would be an embarrassment. Dropping this game could effectively end their season, have us pulling out those big fishing poles going fishing.
Yes, indeed. Very few teams only have come back from losing their first two games at home. There has been some teams that done it.
Those are very special units.
Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. The Timberwolves come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Sacramento Kings. The quest for the best in the West continues. Coming up next.
You can taste the excitement here at the sold-out arena in Sacramento. It's the Western Conference Finals. The battle now goes to Game 2. Thank you for joining us for this playoff edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. You look at Sacramento. Tough loss for them in Game 1. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in Game 1. You almost never see a team drop the first two at home and go on to win a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be reeling if this one gets away from them. Having to hit the road down zip to 2. But if they right the ship here today, it'll still be anybody's series.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Minnesota, the 2 number 1 picks, Wiggins and Towns, are the forward positions. Bradley Beal is out there with Rozier, and it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
Rozier kicks to Wiggins. Timberwolves passing it around. To the middle. And it's Towns missing.
Looked like he rushed the layup to me. I mean, the defense was late on contesting that one.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's good, 2 points.
Adding layers to his game over time. The more Wiggins looks to score inside, the more versatile he'll become.
Young against Rozier. Thompson for the triple. It's rebounded by Towns.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Healed against Beal. Towns kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Beal. There's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Beal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Staying alert and aware. Wiggins sees his man flash to an open spot. Pass is right on the money.
Young passes to Bagley. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Rozier with the ball. And Valanciunas kicks to Wiggins. Passes it to Towns. And the pass to Valanciunas. Clock is at 3. Rozier for 3. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, I like the way Towns reads where the ball is coming off when it's missed. And he's got excellent timing as well, and did a good job beating everybody to the ball.
Now, here's Thompson. over Wiggins, and Thompson gets it to go.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Rozier kicks to Wiggins. That's to Rozier. Outside, Beal. Overhealed. Beal can't get it to go.
The defense has to be better. I mean, they were fortunate that he missed that mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't because of the defense.
Young finds Hield. Shoots it up. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Hield.
And this is why Young is so dangerous. He just gets that shot off so fast before the defense can react.
Rozier the pass to Valanciunas. Now the dish to Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Free throw drops for Towns.
Boy, despite his youth, I love the attitude Towns has because it's infectious and he seems to have the attributes of a genuine leader.
And Towns drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
The Kings trail by 5. Here's Young. He kicks to Bagley. Hield against Beal. And again, it's Sacramento converted.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Wiggins outside to the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Bagley. Thompson right side. No one near him. Again, Sacramento.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
And Beal kicks to Rozier. Pass to Towns. Over Bagley. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from DP. On the wing, Thompson. Kings moving the ball around. Now, Bamba. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hield. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Down low. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Hield. He's covered by Beal. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And the Kings making a change here. Gordon's checked in. Here's Smart. They get it. And he overshot that one, missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Young against Smart. And Young, here we go. At the elbow, it's Bamba. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Hield. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. trailing by 2. The shot's good.
I guess Towns got a little bit of point guard in him. The big fella with a beautiful dime right there.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Minnesota's head coach, and he was clearly feeling good coming out of the locker room. They were very composed all through their Game 1 upset. And he's hoping for more of the same tonight. He told me, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I'm going to get ahead of myself. If we go home with a 2-0 lead, we're going to be real tough to beat. I'd say so, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks. And the rejection by Towns. Okogie got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here now the Kings. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Shot's good from Young.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves trail by 5. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Beal with it. Now guarded by Hield. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Bates-Diop. Over Young. And Bates-Diop gets it to go.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Young passes to Bamba. Kicks it to Gordon. Over Smart. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Aaron Gordon is no pushover. Far from it. I mean, with the ability to knock down shots despite contact, this young fella's impressive.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Kings?
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Free throw good. Gordon.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Outside, Smart. Over to the wing. Puts it up from 15. And it's Towns missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the rejection by Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Okogie goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Young taking his time here. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain-neutral position.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, you know, both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, then come to the right spot. This is your game.
Here's Hield. Sacramento again missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beal, the pass to Bates-Diop. Dishes to Smart. Out to the right wing. Here's Bates-Diop. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Bamba kicks to Young. Hield outside. Off target from outside.
I tell you what, he's doing his best to contribute, but he's been out of sync, out of rhythm. Luckily, his team still is in front.
And the pass to Beal. Outside, Towns. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. To the paint. It's tipped. Now here's Gordon. Tight defense on him. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Pass to Smart. 1:32 left to play in the first. He kicks to Towns. It's deflected.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender, long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots.
Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. And it's Smart with the ball for Minnesota. Trailing by 2. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
And when you shoot a high percentage from distance, that gives you momentum and really keeps the opponent on the ropes.
Yep, exactly. And it also stretches that defense out a little bit, expands the floor for you, and makes things really hard for the defenders when you space and stretch them like that.
Now here's Beal after the miss from Trae Young. Okogie defended by Gordon. Towns. Healed against Beal. Overhealed. Another miss by Minnesota. Sacramento's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Puts it up from 12. Rebound Minnesota.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Okogie. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Kings lead by 2. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And we welcome you back to the Western Conference Finals as we get going again. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Sacramento with the ball. We've got B. The machine is out there with Gordon. Then it's Hield. And it's Young in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Bull. Valanciunas grabs the board. The Timberwolves trail. Smart wide open. He fires. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Here's Bull. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Smart against Young. Smart pitch to Valanciunas. Right side Jones. Pocket 6. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Smart's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Sacramento moving it around. That's to Hield. And here's Young. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside. Got a hand on it. Here's Little. A beautiful reverse layup. The Timberwolves shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Jones finds Wiggins, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon. Reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly. Pass
to Hield. Kicks it loose to the paint.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Teardrop shot. It's deflected. Here's Little. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Jones. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Kicks it to Valanciunas. He dishes it to Wiggins. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Inviting contact on the drive. Wiggins with the aggressive move. Pays off there.
On the wing, Hield. Over Smart. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Timberwolves trail by 3. Okogie can't tie it up as that one misses. Hield against Smart. There's the pass to Little. The baseline J. Sacramento again missing. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Nice shot by Smart.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
I could not say it any better. Showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
Here's Bull. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. And Young kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Young passes to Bull. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Here's Jones. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there. Just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Bagley, he's checked in for B. Klay Thompson comes in for the Machine. Young is subbed in for Joseph Young. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Rozier. Beal taking his time here. Here's Towns. And it's off from 3-point range. The Kings trailing. Hield outside. Outside Gordon. The dish to Young. Cans it from downtown.
The most lethal part of Young's game. His outside shot is often on the money.
Rozier kicks to Beal. Pass to Towns. To the inside. Okogie. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
Thompson with it. Young outside.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Rozier, the pass to Bates Diop. Bounce pass from Beal. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And he lays it straight in. Now it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Young. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Young's got 12 in the game.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. It's hard to close off the lane.
Passes to Bates Diop. He kicks it to Towns. Over Bagley. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, I like how quickly he threw the bounce pass there. Hard to defend against that.
Sacramento's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Now Gordon. Here's Young. Over Rozier. Another miss by Young. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And then also, they played well with their backs to the basket tonight. I mean, just really strong play in the post.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Beal. And here's Young. 12 points for him. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Down low, Bates Diop. Another shot, and he lays it up and in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Young's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two.
And Sacramento has possession. The Kings trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Bagley kicks to Young. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
Some changes for Sacramento. Bamba comes in for Aaron Gordon, and the Machine subbed in for Heel. Minnesota making a switch here. Here's Wiggins, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Wiggins has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves. Young passes to Bamba. Back to Young.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Rozier kicks to Beal. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And now a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, no let up. Killer instinct on display, trying to put this team away. I love the tenacity.
Now here's Bagley. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Young passes to Bamba, and he gets it to go.
Smart play there. Well-timed roll to the basket. Bamba's got intelligence off and on the court.
Beal finds Towns. To Beal. Floats it up for Wiggins, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
The Kings trail by 8. Here's the Machine. He's got 6. The feed to Bagley. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Bagley, the pass to Bamba. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Now, here's Wiggins. Defense right on him. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. And there's the pass to Thompson. Inside, here's Young. An easy 2 points on the layup. Young's got 16 points.
And this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
Timberwolves leading by 6. Rozier kicks to Beal. 1:29 left now here in the second. Stolen by Thompson. And the Kings pushing it up now. Back to Young. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Here's Bamba, and nothing but hair on that one.
Man, he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
And so here's Sacramento. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Here's the Machine, covered by Wiggins. Here's Little. Look at that jam.
Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you, Kevin, there. I mean, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind him taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Here's Bagley after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot clock at 6. Thompson in the posts. He's covered by Beal. That'll do it for the first half. Minnesota on top. They're up by 6. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Karl Anthony Towns. An impressive first half and a nice start for you guys. How did that happen?
I mean, yeah, we had some great days of practice. You know, this is what happens when you got some days off.
Got the spring in your step again. Thanks, Karl Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. We're reporting to you live here in this sold-out arena. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Looking at Minnesota, they followed up their win in Game 1 with a solid performance here in the first half tonight. If they can hold on and win this game, they could go into Game 3 with very little pressure on themselves. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
Well, they could be ahead in this game if they were taking care of the boards. More possession means more scoring opportunities. A few rebounds either way could decide the outcome of the game. Ultimately, this game will come down to who wants it more.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
A lot of action around, as always, the Capitol building tonight. We are in Sacramento, and we continue here on 2K Sports. It's the NBA playoffs. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, the 2 number 1 picks, Wiggins and Towns, are the forward positions. Terry Rozier is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. The Kings trail by 6. Beal outside. Stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bonda's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Healed against Wiggins. Young outside. 6 to shoot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Beal finds Valanciunas. A three-pointer. Wiggins. That's good. And it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got 3 assists in the game. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rozier against Young. Here's Bamba. The shot will not fall. Nice steal from Valanciunas.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Healed against Wiggins. And it's Heal off the drive. And his offensive struggles continue.
You know, sometimes rest can do more harm than good. It certainly looks that way for them. They've been cold coming out and have yet to find the bottom of the net.
Rozier looking around. It's Beal on the wing. Over Heal. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. And it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And the rejection by Valanciunas.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Beal can't get it to go. For Sacramento, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. And Thompson gets it to go.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Now here's Valanciunas. The kick out to Rozier. A three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Young, here we go. Count that one. Young's got 18 points in the game.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Now here's Wiggins. He's got 9. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Towns. True on the 14-footer. He's got 12.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Exactly. You can't play it any better than that, Greg.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Shot's good from Young.
Splendid release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
There's Beal with the 3. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
You know, leaving somebody that wide open is not prudent. I mean, you got to expect to get burned when you put that kind of effort forward.
Now, here's Thompson. He's got 6. Bamba passes to Thompson. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender posting.
And it's good for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. He comes in for Bagley, and Gordon subbed in for Heel. And that one falls for Bamba.
Well, the raw talent Bamba has, just so impressive. A shot blocking specialist who also makes an impact on the offensive end.
Now here's Jones. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Happy. Here's Young. He's got 20.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And Beal kicks to Towns. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Young. Jones finds Towns. Now here's Beal. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. The Kings trail by 12. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Comes down low, shoots over Bamba. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
Boy, he scores in so many different ways. He's a huge matchup problem for any team. Towns can fill it up in a hurry.
Now here's Gordon. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Jones against Gordon. Right side Towns. Shoots over Bamba. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
To the middle, here's Thompson, and he finishes nicely on the way. Thompson's got 9 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual attempt.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Jones against Young. Jones dishes to Towns. No good from 18.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Shots good from Young.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Smart. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 5. Here's Smart. Good D by Johnson. The Kings trail by 7. Pass to Bull. Outside, Gordon. Thompson passes to Bamba. Young against Jones.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
Well, he practically has gotten every one that's available. A 20-plus rebounding game is not something we get to see very often, Greg.
Timeout called by the Kings. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Some changes for Sacramento. The Machines checked in for Bamba. Buddy Hield comes in for Thompson. Young is subbed in for Young. Here's the Machine. 8 points for him. Pass to Bull. Here's the Machine, defended by Jones. Good. The Machine's got 10 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside, Smart. Kicks it to Wiggins. Broke loose, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, and those illegal screens have really become a point of emphasis for the officials.
And it seems like they've been more than willing to crack down on those. Makes it tough to get as physical as you like to out there.
Now, here is Young. Little passes to Hield. Got a piece of it. Over Smart. Hield can't hit.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
That one drops for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here is Young. And Hield with the basket and the assist by Young. 8 points for him.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Here's Valanciunas shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Boy, Valanciunas, a mountain of a man, a solid big guy who scores well and provides a lot of length and muscle inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Valanciunas hits them both.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
And Young kicks to Gordon. 1:04 left to play here in the third. Passes it to Little. Just 5 to shoot. Now Young. Guarded by Smart. Tipped away. Minnesota leading by 9. The pass to Wiggins. Hield against Smart. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Smart. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. 36 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Bull. He kicks to Young. Sacramento moving it around. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Gordon.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now here's Jones. to shoot. Here's Wiggins. He's off on that one. And we've reached the end of the third. Timberwolves lead by 8. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Jones with it. We've got Heels. Gordon out there with the machine. Then there's B, and it's Young in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Feeds it to Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Okogie. Here's Valanciunas, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Valanciunas has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Timberwolves. On the wing, Hield. Stolen by Smart. With some arc. Jones, no luck. The Kings trail by 10. And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Young outside. Pass to Bull. And he gets the bucket.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Timberwolves. Led by as many as 14 points. Inside, Smart, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And Minnesota has possession. 8-point game. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Just 5 on the clock. Left side, Smart. Great open look there.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Kings shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Young finds Hield. There's the triple. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. And it's Wiggins missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Down low. Back to Young. Outside Gordon. Hield the pass to Little. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Valanciunas has got rebound number 15 here tonight. And it's Wiggins missing.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
It's stolen. Here's Jones, and it's blocked. But he stays with it to the inside. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Hield. Sacramento again missing. From outside the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
Wiggins with it. Outguarded by Hield. Pass to Bowl. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And that time, also a missed shot. Minnesota leading by 15. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on B. And that'll be his third foul so far. Kings on D. The pass to Valanciunas. Takes it from 10. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Valanciunas has got 6 in the quarter.
Just increasing their advantage. And right now, they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless. Really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
Here's the machine. Clock at 4. The kick out to Young. Here's Hield, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Smart.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Hield. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Bombas checked in for B. Bagley comes in for Aaron Gordon. Thompson, he's checked in for the machine. Young is subbed in for Joseph Young. Both good from the line that time. Now Smart. Over Hield. That one a little long. The Kings trail by 15. And Thompson kicks to Young. Sinks the three-pointer.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Outside Beal. To Smart. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. The Machines checked in for the Kings. Sacramento on defense. And here is Rozier. 5 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. Rozier for 3.
And right there, Young may never have the physical tools to be a great defender, but his competitiveness overrides it.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
One shot, gentlemen.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And Towns gets it to go.
You know, for a guy with Towns' size, I mean, to have this level of body control, it's no wonder the contact didn't bother the shot.
Now, here is Young. Here's the Machine. Kicks to Bagley. Shoots over Beal. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves leading by 11. Towns at the elbow. Pass to Bates Dion. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And, you know, the height of Towns gives him an advantage in seeing the floor so well. He's excellent at making these nice passes.
The Kings trail by 14. Young passes to Little. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Now here's Smart. Outside Beal. Towns with it. Bamba picks him up. Towns, the pass to Bates Dion. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unable to get that one. So the Kings will take it the other way. Thompson finds Young. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Passes it to Thompson. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Smart with the ball. Outside, Towns. The pass to Beal. Pass to Towns. Alley-oop try. That's tipped. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Young against Rozier. Now, here's Thompson. He's covered closely. Dishes it to Young. Beal on the double team. 4 on the shot clock. Thompson inside the line. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Leading by 12. Towns kicks to Rozier. Towns, the pass to Bates Dion. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Towns with the steal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
It's just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Minnesota. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Smart. So he gets them both. Minnesota leading by 10. And the Timberwolves call time.
Start it.
moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Minnesota's coach had some words for his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Thompson following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. To the middle. Amba kicks to Young. Lock at 6. Thompson for the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Back to Young. Pass to Bagley. They kick out to Hield. Shoots over Beal. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Passes it to Towns. Valanciunas with the ball. It's blocked. Young outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Young nails them both. Now Rozier. Outside, Towns. Towns is double. Back to Rozier. Thompson with the rebound. The Kings trail by 10. Here's Young. Off the mark, get a chance to trim it to single digits. And here is Rozier. He kicks it to Towns. Down low, deflects the pass. Bounce pass from Valanciunas. Wiggins from outside. Towns. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Timberwolves lead by 12.
And you see Towns with the big, sure hand controlling that putback.
Young against Rozier. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Hield against Beal. It's stolen by Hield. And here's the break. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
You know, the touch on Thompson's three-point shot just off the charts. He just never seems to lose his feel.
Here's Rozier. And he banks in the layup.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big-time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Timberwolves.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
Here's Beal after the made shot from Klay Thompson. And Beal kicks to Towns. Towns is doubled. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Minnesota with the ball. Valanciunas passes to Rozier. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Just 5 on the clock. Valanciunas dishes to Towns. Shoots from the high post. And it's off the back rim. No good. Beal kicks to Thompson. And that one is off. Here's Beal. And so the Timberwolves take the win, and this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.